Hi everyone, this is Mitchelle Dmello and we are on day 26. We are at the brink of completing our series. And yes, just 2 days to go. So what am I going to speak to you today? Like every day, both Natasha and I think of what is it that we can speak that can contribute to all of you. So today, I got a message that I have to talk about little children and gratitude with little children. So, what about little children? Natasha spoke about families yesterday. And before I begin, I'm going to say a quote from the Bible, which says that unless you become like little children, you will not be able to enter the kingdom of God. So, what did that actually mean? Because Jesus actually spoke in verses and parables. When I started to decipher what the meaning of that sentence was, I got it. And I'm going to share that with you. So, if we know little children are very innocent, very pure energies, we all love to be around little children. When a newborn is born, we all go to visit them. We all want to get a glimpse of this beautiful energy. That's simply because they are so loving. They have no judgments. There is no shame, there is no blame, there is no regret, and nothing at all. And once upon a time, we were all those pure energies. So, what happened to us along the journey? What changed for us? We need to ask ourselves that today we are so full of stress, doubt, blame, shame, regret. Why can't we be like little children? Why can't we just be present with them? So, this is for not only for parents who have children, but of course for the little children within us. We all have a child within us. But because of the conditioning that we are put into, we soon forget that little child in us. And trust me, little children are very, very aware. You don't need to teach them anything. They have their instincts and they just know it. But thanks to the conditioning and all the rights and wrongs that we tell them because we want to protect them, because we care for them, because we love them, unfortunately, there are so many patterns that we create in their head that now they are not able to think clearly. It's always with fear, it's always with doubt, it's always with uncertainty. So, what can we do as parents or even as adults to soothe the little child within us? First of all, we will have to become present with our little children, because trust me, they are so full of energy, they are so curious, and there's so much that we can learn just by being in their presence. But all we talk to them is about how they complete their homeworks, how they are supposed to study, how they are supposed to behave well. Why can't they have their bad moods just like you and me? Of course they can. But as I had told you all about emotions, how many of us are actually aware of our own personal emotions? Because when we are not aware of what we are experiencing, we will definitely not be able to teach our little children how important is emotion in their life. So by now, I'm sure by the 25 days and today being the day 26, you all must have at least learned something about gratitude, the way in which it's an attitude, the way in which you can look at things differently from what it actually is. And I'm going to share a story of this little boy. This little boy was all of 8 years and he wanted to buy a pet. So he went to a farmer who had lots of pets, puppies. And the puppies cost $5 and he just had some $2 with him. So the farmer told him that you can, take a pet and you can pay me later. So he said, that I will choose whom I want to take with me. So there was, among all those puppies who were running around, there was one puppy who was limping, who couldn't walk properly. And this little boy said that I want that puppy. So the farmer told him that you can take this for free, you don't need to pay me for this. And the boy got a little upset. He said, no, I'm going to pay you. And after that, I will, like, whatever is the pending amount, I'll pay it to you little by little. But I'm going to pay you just like I would pay you for any other puppy over here. So the farmer said, how is this puppy going to be of any use to you? Because it can't even run, it can't play, it can't enjoy with you. So what are you going to do? And then the boy just looked at the farmer and showed, like, literally lifted one of his the pant or towards the upward portion, and he was having, like, he was differently, as in disabled. He had a difficulty because of which he himself couldn't walk. So this is how this little child was so aware, he was so wise. Whereas the farmer was like any other adults that we are, we judge people, we judge children, but they have more wisdom than all of us. And there's so much that we can learn just by being in their presence. So we need to drop all our judgments about being the perfect parent, about making your child really happy if you are the perfect parent, or having all those notions about just educating them, putting them into a career and making life good for them. What if we can drop all of those pressures or that society and unconsciousness that we have on ourselves, okay, and at the same time learn to enjoy and have fun with them? Trust me, life will be totally different. And what I'm going to do today is an activity with you, okay? So I'm going to read it out to you. Today, I am grateful for my kids. So it's a different way in which you're going to see their behavior from now onwards. Earlier, when you would have seen little children wanting their way out, what you would have said, this child is just very stubborn. But I'm telling you that if the child is wanting their way out, a different attitude, that is the attitude of gratitude, can make you see it as being a persistent child. Yes, persistence. That is a quality that we require when it comes to being successful in life. Grit and persistence. Whenever we want to achieve something in life, we have to be at it. So you're going to say, today, I am grateful for my kids for being persistent. If they show any kind of clingy behavior, they come and stick to you all the time, they don't want to leave you, they just want to be around you, instead of saying, why are you troubling me and bothering me, just go and get out of this room, you can say they are being affectionate and connected. They are trying to communicate something to you through their affection. The third thing, when you see any child demanding things from you, instead of seeing it as a negative attribute, you're going to see it as being assertive. Yes, how many of us actually are assertive? How many of us can actually communicate effectively? Very, very sad. We have experienced personally adults who have a difficulty in communicating simple emotions and even a conversation on a call. So we are here to teach little children. We have to live by example first. So when you see your child demanding things, you're going to tell them that I'm grateful for my kids for being so assertive. When you see a child not sitting still, immediately we go ahead and put labels saying that this is a hyperactive child, he's an ADHD, I can't handle him, it's so difficult. Instead of that, what if you say he's being energetic and joyful? And somewhere you can also be that. Why do we always have to be grumpy and sad and disappointed and distressed? We can be energetic and joyful, just like the little children. If you see a child whining all the way, always thinking, mummy, 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 doing all these things. So what is it that the child is trying to tell you, and how can you be grateful for this behavior? You can say, today I am grateful for my kids so that they are communicating their needs. They definitely want to tell you something, but they are not able to. So they do it in that way. So identify that. And if you see a child being loud, okay, instead of labeling them as being rude and, go sit down in the corner, this is not the way to behave properly, you can go ahead and tell them, or you can express that they are being expressive and confident, because we know that how difficult it is to open our mouths and speak. Even if we have to form a sentence, we have to think 100 times. Even if we want to make a call, we will first plan it in our head as to what are we going to talk to people. So if you see the child, don't kill that beautiful energy of that child by labeling it. Just stop, pause. We've taught you the pause button. Pause, step behind, observe the child. And all these behaviors that I've told you, look into it and see how you can look at it with an attitude of gratitude. Do this and even teach your own children how to do that. That's going to be excellent. And for adults who don't have children, they can do it with their own behavior. Wherever you have felt that you are wanting your way, instead of hearing the voice within you saying that, you are stubborn, you are rebellious, you can say, yes, I'm being persistent. Instead of saying clingy, you can say, I'm being affectionate. Instead of saying, I'm being demanding, you can say, I'm being assertive. Instead of not being able to sit, you can say, I'm being energetic and joyful. Instead of thinking that, why am I so complaining, you can say that I am trying to communicate my needs. And instead of saying, I'm being loud, you are trying to express and be confident. And of course, we've taught you lots of exercises which you can practice in your daily life, okay, which can help you with the attitude of gratitude. And trust me, little children pick up very, very quickly because they are just like cameras. They won't do what you say, but they will do what you do. So keep that in mind. And that's all for day 26. We have 2 more days to go and the countdown ends there. But yes, as we said, we are going to come back with something more interesting for all of you, because we know mental health is definitely the new wealth that we have. And we are available. Please share this video with all those parents as well as adults around you. You never know who can get help from this. And we are available on YouTube, YOUniverse official channel, for all those who can't view us on Facebook. Here's wishing all of you a day full of joy, curiosity, and the love of a child. And here's Mitchelle Dmello signing off from YOUniverse. Thank you.